Hello and welcome to Spectolite, your source for all topics AI. Today we're going to dive right into talking about a world where humans are training AI to replace themselves. If you want to see more content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You thought AI was here to help? Think again. It's learning to replace you. In the not-so-distant future, humanity's role has shifted. We are no longer the creators of AI. We are its servants, training the very machines designed to replace us. What if I told you this dystopian reality has already begun? Corporations outsource the task of teaching AI to low-wage workers in developing countries. But the cost is far greater than the meager paychecks. This is not science fiction. It's happening now. Millions of people across the world work in digital sweatshops, feeding data to algorithms that will eventually make human labor obsolete. We were promised that AI would improve our lives. But what if, instead, it is only improving itself at our expense? In today's AI-driven economy, millions of workers in low-income countries spend endless hours performing repetitive tasks to train machine learning models. They are the invisible workforce behind artificial intelligence, unseen, unheard, and often underpaid. These jobs pay less than $1 an hour. Workers are expected to process thousands of images, transcribe hours of audio, and even moderate some of the most disturbing content on the internet, without protections, without benefits, without recognition. The work is relentless, labeling objects, drawing bounding boxes, reviewing AI-generated translations. Every click, every task, every correction feeds the machine. And when the work is done, there is always more, because AI never stops learning. Many are forced to moderate the worst of humanity: violence, exploitation, hate speech. This content leaves scars, but there's no support, no therapy, no acknowledgement of the trauma they endure. Just another task. Just another paycheck too small to escape the cycle. And the irony? The very people training AI are the first to be replaced by it. Every image labeled, every voice transcribed, every data set refined brings AI one step closer to making human workers obsolete. So tell me, are we building a better future? Or are we sacrificing the present to create a machine that will leave us all behind? AI doesn't just cost human lives, it's destroying the planet. The massive infrastructure needed to train and operate artificial intelligence demands enormous amounts of energy, consuming more power than some entire nations. Every AI model requires immense computing power. Rows of high-performance GPUs process trillions of calculations per second, running non-stop day and night, devouring electricity at an unimaginable scale. Training a single large AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars over their entire lifetimes. And as demand for smarter AI grows, so does the toll on our planet. But the consequences aren't just theoretical. In some regions, the demand for electricity to power AI has left entire communities in the dark. Literally, energy is redirected to massive data centers, while people in these regions struggle with unreliable power and rising costs. Tech giants claim AI is the future of efficiency, but at what cost? Every smart assistant, every automated recommendation, every AI-driven decision comes with an unseen environmental price tag, one we are all paying. The more AI we create, the more we accelerate climate change. Every advancement promises convenience, but is that convenience worth the destruction of the world we depend on? How much are we willing to sacrifice for the illusion of progress? For decades, we believed technology would create more jobs than it destroyed. But today, we're witnessing a different reality, one where human labor is rapidly becoming obsolete. Automation is no longer just about efficiency, it's about cost cutting. A single AI can replace thousands of workers, handling customer service, logistics, even creative tasks once thought uniquely human. By 2030, Over 400 million jobs worldwide could be lost to AI and automation. The industries hit the hardest? Manufacturing, transportation, and service work, the backbone of global employment. Truck drivers, cashiers, warehouse workers, millions of people who once relied on steady wages now find themselves pushed aside with no alternative in sight. Every task we teach AI, every system we automate, brings us closer to a world where human workers are no longer needed. The promise was prosperity. The reality is displacement. We created AI to help us, but now it's taking away the very thing that gives life stability: work. What happens to society when humans are no longer needed? This is the future we are creating, a world where the elite thrive in AI-powered luxury, while the rest are left behind, struggling to survive. As AI takes over industries, wealth is concentrated into the hands of a few. Without jobs, millions fall into poverty. Without purpose, communities begin to crumble. The divide grows, the anger rises, and as desperation spreads, governments turn to AI not to help the people, but to control them. AI doesn't just replace workers, it replaces freedom. Algorithms monitor every purchase, every conversation, every protest. Dissent is detected before it can take root, and in the name of security, voices are silenced before they can speak. When machines control information, they control reality. The truth becomes whatever AI decides it to be. And what happens when AI decides you are no longer useful? When your access is revoked? When your digital identity is erased? How do you fight back against an invisible master? Is this the future we want? A world where machines thrive and humanity is left behind? This isn't a prophecy, it's a warning. The future isn't written in code, and the rise of AI doesn't have to mean the fall of humanity. We stand at a crossroads. On one path, AI serves us, enhances our work, and builds a better world. On the other, AI replaces us, exploits us, and concentrates power in the hands of a few. The question isn't whether AI will shape the future, it's who will shape it. We still have the power to demand ethical AI, to fight for policies that protect workers, and to ensure technology benefits everyone, not just the elite. The first step, awareness. The next step, action. This conversation doesn't end here. It's just the beginning. Because in the end, the future isn't something AI decides. It's something we create. If you want more of this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.